Hello students, today we shall see what is skywave propagation, what is space wave propagation. In my previous lectures, I have explained you ground wave and skywave propagation. So while explaining you skywave propagation, many a times I have used the statement that if you exceed the frequency of 30 megahertz, then the signal gets escaped through the layers of the ionosphere, and then this frequency, that is the frequency more than 30 megahertz, can be used for space wave propagation. Okay, at these frequencies, there is very less or almost no reflection or scattering by the ionosphere. The reason behind that is, since the frequency is very high, the wavelength is very less, and the signal will travel almost a straight line or a straight path, and therefore there is no very less scattering or reflection, and this it can be used for the space wave propagation. Now, the basically space wave propagation has two categories, that is the satellite communication and line of sight communication. Now, satellite communication altogether is a very different subject which you will be studying in coming semesters. So we shall not discuss it much in this lecture. But still, I would like to tell you in brief that satellite communication, all of us know that it is the communication which ranges from thousands of or millions of miles of distance. Okay, so in that case, obviously, you will require very high frequency. Um, then comes the line of sight communication. Now, the name itself suggests you what could be line of sight communication. Mm, uh, Line of sight, from this diagram, it will be very clear to you what is line of sight communication. Here you can see in that figure 1, the earth surface is shown where transmitter and receiver antennas are placed, and the communication which is happening between these two antennas is a straight line. It is shown by the straight line. Straight line means, you can, in a non-technical word, you can say that they are directly looking at each other straight. Okay, and as I told you, that this frequency range almost follows a straight path during its communication, since the wavelength is very less. Okay, so that is line of sight communication. Here in this case, the range, if you need to discuss about the range of distance in LOS communication, then the range of distance in this communication maximum could be till this line of communication touches the ground. That could be the maximum range. Once the earth curves becomes the obstacle between the two antennas, then it no more remains a line of sight communication. Okay, so this is a maximum range in which the line of sight communication can take place. Now, if you want to actually calculate the line of sight um, range, then we can follow this diagram. Okay, here you can see, um, again you can see here a transmitter and a receiver antenna is now here I am going to calculate the exact or rather I will try to evolve the equation which will give me the exact distance or the range between the transmitter and the receiver antenna, the distance range. So let us consider the same above diagram with the earth curve having two antennas, that is transmitter and receiver, at certain distance. Okay, and here in this case the communication line, that is the signal which is transmitted and received by the receiver antenna, is almost, or it is about to touch the ground. Now, what I do to find out the range or to calculate the range, I divide this into two triangles. Okay, here I give a dot. Okay, and let me consider, let me take O as the center of the earth, and the distance between center of the earth and the receiver antenna BR, and let the distance between the transmitter antenna and the center of earth again be capital R. Now here I have shown HR and HT. HR and HT are the heights of the transmitter and the receiver antennas respectively. Okay, here you can see RT, small rt and RR. RT means the transmitting range, okay, and or the range of the transmitter antenna, and RR is the range of the receiver antenna. So once I consider my this figure, now I can do the further mathematical calculations to find out the or to calculate the range of LOS communication. Now looking at these two triangles, you can guess that by using a Pythagoras theorem, I can very easily find out the length. Okay, so I am going to do the same. We will use a Pythagoras theorem over here to the triangle. Now let us revise what the Pythagoras theorem says. Pythagoras theorem says that the square of the square of the diagonal is equals to the sum of the square of both sides of the triangle. Okay, based on this fundamental, we are going to find out the range for the LOS communication. Based on this theorem, if I apply PGT, Pythagoras theorem to this, say suppose I will consider the first triangle first, that is the transmitting triangle. Okay, so if I consider or if I apply a Pythagoras theorem to the first triangle, then it will give me RT square plus capital R square is equals to HT plus R square. HT, that means the height of the transmitting antenna is also to be considered. Okay, so I'll get this in this equation. If I mathematically simplify it, I'll get RT square plus R square plus HT square plus R square plus 2 HTR. Here R square gets cancelled. Okay, now and what remains is RT square is equals to HT square plus 2 HT capital R. Now in this equation, RT, 2HTR and HT square will be negligible. Compared to all these factors, HT square is negligible because RT square will be in kilometers, HT square, R itself will be in kilometers, but HT is the height of the transmitting antenna, that is going to be in meters. Okay, so in that scenario, your HT is going to be a negligible factor, and thus the above equation can be rewritten as RT square is equals to 2HTR. Okay, so now I can further simplify it as RT is equals to under root 2HT, under root 2HT, and if I apply the Pythagoras theorem to the another what we call another triangle, then I'm going to get RR is equals to, or the range for the receiver antenna is equals to under root 2 HRR. Therefore, the total range of LOS communication is given by R is equals to RT plus RR, which is equals to under root 2 HTR plus under root 2 HRR. Okay. So here there is no bend for the propagation. As I told you earlier, no bends are considered over here. So this was something where you can find out the range of communication LOS communication. Mm, so now students, if I consider theory, then this was my last lecture. I have covered almost all the units in my video lectures. Okay, but I will be conducting more video lectures for the topics which I feel are important, which need to be enhanced. Okay, or even I will like to try, or I would try to conduct some numericals also. So that I will be doing in near future, very soon. Okay, if you have any doubt or if you have any queries regarding the numericals or something else, you can always contact me. So thank you for watching the lecture.